It's a Will and Woody podcast mini for when you're in a rush or just can't be bothered listening to them blather on for half an hour.
Couple of very naughty boys in New Zealand. Slice of heaven.
Slice of heaven.
Tight, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
You know, I'd be the bass in a barbershop quartet if I wasn't doing this for you.
Damn. Look out, Toby in Human Nature. I know you're going for him.
I'm going for that eyebrow. That eyebrow bastard.
Don't call him a bastard. We love Human Nature on this show.
Absolutely not.
Lovely guy.
It's like, it's a term of endearment. Camaraderie, if you will.
Calling someone a bastard.
Yeah. I call you a bastard, you bastard.
Yeah, but you think I'm a bastard. Sorry, a couple of boys in New Zealand got in some trouble with the New Zealand officials because they travelled too far. New Zealand are back in lockdown. They had about 80 cases a few days ago, and the boys were after a particular chop. They went to their local supermarket and they were like, you don't have our special chop.
What was the chop?
Doesn't say. Doesn't reveal in the story what the chop was they were after.
Say.
But they
might have been some of
up,
those new thickly cut kettle chops.
Oh, they're very good.
Very good.
If you've had the pink Himalayan salt thick cut kettle chop, then you've been in heaven, my friends. But they travelled a very long distance. They were pulled over by the cops.
Oh, because they went outside their
ring of fire. They went too far.
Not sure it's called the Ring of Fire.
Fair enough. But the police said, I'm sorry, fella, because they said, bro.
They're not in a prison camp. What's that?
The kids were like, bro, we had to come this far because we had to get a particular type of chop.
Yeah.
And the cop said that's not an excuse to travel too far. So they slapped them with a warning. Now, this is leading somewhere, I promise you. But before I do lead to that place.
I'm a little bit lost in chips and rings of fire and awful accents right now.
Just thought we'd play the Beach Des thing.
You want a chip, bro? As in a chop? Yeah, chip. A potato chop. This one, chip. A chip. I would know, bro, but I don't eat chips. No, I only eat...
Perfect.
So anyway, these
There we
kids
go.
obviously love chips. And Will, you and I love chips. So I would like to do for the first time on radio ever, the chip game.
What's the chip flavour? Tell me what's the chip flavour?
Everyone in Australia can play this game as well.
Right.
We are going to go to a song, but if you think you are a big fan of chips, you know your potato chips, then just start calling right now, 131065, because after this next song, Will, you and I are going to be blindfolded.
Yeah.
3 packets of chips are going to come into the studio.
Yes.
And then you're effectively going to be guessing which flavour of chip it is. I'll give more details up next.
Okay.
But it's progressively going to get harder and harder. And Australia, you can play as well.
Okay.
131065 is our number. Right up next, the chop game.
If you know your chips, give us a call, 131065. Woody's gone rogue. We're both blindfolded in the studio because we're playing the chip game.
What's the chip flavour? Tell me what's the chip flavour?
Some New Zealand teenagers have got themselves into strife by travelling half the distance of New Zealand to get a particular chop. They thought that was worth breaking the lockdown for. They got in a lot of trouble. So, Will, we're testing how passionate we are for chops by playing the chop game. Effectively, Australia and you and me are going to try and figure out what a flavour chop is simply by putting it in my mouth. And then so there are different stages of difficulty with this as well. So, stage 1 of difficulty is I'm going to put a chip in my mouth, Will.
Yeah.
Okay, I can use words.
Yeah.
But I can't guess what the flavour is. You have to do that.
Yeah, so
but I can describe the chip.
Okay, so you don't know.
Yeah.
So effectively, there's 3 bags of unmarked chips in the studio. You're going to put one in your mouth and describe what the chip is. I have to guess what it is.
Yes, and if Australia, if anyone listening right now thinks they know the flavour of the chip based on how I'm describing it, then you can call 131065.
And how do we know like when we get it right?
Joel, our button pusher in the studio, will play an incorrect sound effect if we're off, or he will play the celebration music if we get it right.
Fire away. First chip, I'm ready.
Okay, Annalise, junior producer, I'm ready for my first chop.
Is she going to feed you like a Roman with grapes? Or
I wouldn't mind that, Annalise, actually.
She's not going to put... Surely she's not
No, you can put it in my hand.
We're in a pandemic.
Put it in my hand.
Yeah, perfect.
She is 1.5 metres away from me.
And she's got a mask on.
It's not a very big chop. Sorry.
All right. Okay.
Hurry up,
mate, just get it in.
Can I describe how it feels?
We've got 3 bags to get through, bro. Just chuck it in your mouth, I reckon.
Wavy. Wavy. There's a herb on there. It's
Chicken.
It's
Smith's chicken chips.
No, it's not Ripple. It's
grain wave.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure it's a grain wave. Yeah.
Bang.
Correct.
Next.
Amazing. Too easy. Okay. Gets harder now.
Trust the producers to leave us with the grain waves. As cheap bastards. They're
gets-
probably
I don't mind a grain wave.
pouring down Red Rock Deli out there as they give us a pack of grain
Okay,
waves.
this is where it gets harder, Will.
Hardly herbal, by the way. I mean, it's sour cream. There's chives on there. It's sour cream and chives, no doubt.
It was
If there's any
I'm,
sanity
I'm very confident with sour
in the,
cream
in
and
the grain
chives.
wave selection.
Correct. Will.
Yeah.
It gets harder now. That was obviously too easy.
Yeah,
now
next.
I can't talk. So you can listen to me crunch into the chip.
Yeah.
And I can just moan.
Just moan.
Or just make noises that aren't words.
Okay.
It's outrageous, but I think we can do this.
Do you want to maybe just give me one word? And
One word.
And then we can accelerate into the...
It's a big choice, isn't it?
Okay, here we
Annalise,
go.
I'm ready for my chop.
God, it's hard to know whether this is entertaining for other people. You know when you have those moments and you're like...
I'm having fun.
Is anyone else...
Should we ask Christine, who's on the phone?
That's because you're eating chips blindfolded in a studio. That's why you're having fun.
And I'm currently at work. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Here we go.
Yeah. Solid crunch to it. Okay. What's your one word?
Cheese.
Cheese. I mean, well, there's obviously a Smith's cheddar flavour. Smith's cheddar flavour. Is there another cheese flavour?
Mm-hmm.
So, can I guess? Is it Smith's cheddar? All right, fair enough. You've gone with cheese. We've got Christine on the phone. Christine,
Hello.
did you want to have a guess? He's gone with cheese, the one word to describe the chip.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon it's a CC's Dorito.
A CC's or a Doritos? We reckon Doritos.
CC? Dorito, yeah.
Make a choice, Christina!
CC's.
CC's. Yes! Christine! All right. Wow, this is easy.
This is unbelievable.
This is easy.
We thought this would take, honestly, the rest of the show, which I was actually quite excited about. But we've got one more to go.
Yeah,
This,
okay.
and this is the most difficult. I don't know
the
how long
chips.
we've been going for.
5 minutes.
5
Now,
minutes.
This has been 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the third chip. Now, this is the big one. Now, we may not get this one, but Will and Australia, you are only guessing
Yeah.
based on the crunch
Yeah.
of the chip.
Yeah.
Woody, we've got Stella on the phone who's 9 who'll be playing as well.
Okay. Hi, Stella.
Outstanding.
Hi, Stella.
Hi.
Are you finding this entertaining, Stella?
Very entertaining.
Perfect.
Yes, that's the demographic we were after. Okay.
Yeah, all right, ready. Here we go.
Shelley, you ready?
Her name's Stella.
Sorry, Stella. Stella, you ready? Okay,
right.
here we go. Okay, and in complete silence, get rid of the drone because the crunch is important here.
Okay, so I think it's a lighter chip. It flaked more easily. Is it a Thins? Now what? Oh, so you got to make a noise from here, Woody.
That wasn't my noise. Sorry, can I have one more chip?
No
Okay, and my noise is this. My noise or one word?
noise. We're down to noises. Yeah, right. Okay, so it could be anything.
No, think about it. Oh, think about it.
Can you give me the noise again? Give me the noise again. Stella, what do you think that is? What chip?
I think
Because he wasn't overly
no.
satisfied, was he, Stella? He wasn't overly satisfied. Oh, so he's disappointed. He's disappointed, Stella. What's a disappointing chip?
it wasn't very crunchy.
No. What do you think? Maybe an original? Do we think it was an original, maybe, Stella?
Maybe.
Let's lock in a guess, please, both of you.
I reckon Finn's original or Smith's original.
Finn's original.
Finn's original.
It's a Smith's original.
We were one off, Stella! Oh,
It's unbelievable.
Stella, you win the rest of the bag of chips that Woody didn't get to finish. They're yours.
Good on you, Stella.
How good? Oh, God, you're easy to please.
Hear more of the boys on the Full Show podcast You know you want to.